Hi, this is Kyrae from Twisting Nether US, and today I'm going to show you all my user interface and the add-ons that I use in-game. Okay, first you will notice that I have my user interface mostly at the bottom. This user interface is called Spartanui. A lot of people do not like this add-on because they can't customize it to their liking because the art is in a set position, and the add-on that coincides with Spartanui is Bartender, and Bartender allows you to edit your bars and set them up to your liking in terms of location, distance, size, that sort of thing. And if you want to edit them, all you have to do is go into the add-on and set it. And here you will see they all turned green, and you can unlock it and move stuff around and then just relock it again. You will see that my map is all the way down here. This add-on is called SexyMap. It allows you to move the map wherever you'd like, and it also puts this art around it, and I choose the runes and made them orange and pink. And you can also, lock it and, change all the settings in here just by clicking on it. This next add-on you see is called Recount, and it records how much damage you do, how much healing you've done, how much damage you've taken, that sort of thing. And it's basically just a add-on to show you where you stand in terms of your group composition, and if you're top DPS or bottom, or where you sit and where you should be, that kind of thing. Okay, now that you can see I'm not in Orgrimmar anymore, so say hello to the starter area of Hyjal. This is where you can begin questing upon hitting level 80. Huzzah! Okay, the next add-on I'd like to show you is called Omen, and I keep it down here in this little corner just because it's, a nice little place for it. And Omen shows you how much threat you have, and as you can see, there's nothing posted, so I'm going to attack one of these dudes, and we'll get some numbers going here. Alright, now you can see that there's pull threat and then my threat, and because I'm the person that pulled it, I'm obviously getting the threat. This add-on's nice because it lets you know how much threat the tanks have, and if you're unloading your damage spells onto the boss and you out-threat your tank, that boss is going to be smashing you in a heartbeat. So it's a nice way to kind of judge, how hard you should be going, or if you should just kind of back off for a couple seconds, that kind of thing. The next add-on that I would like to show you is an add-on called Slidebar, and as you'll see, there's all these little icons that are on here, and what Slidebar allows you to do is it allows you to move them around the circle entirely. That way they don't cover up other things, and it's really nice if you're like picky and you want things in a certain order, or if you want to put them in accordance of importance. And I know sometimes when we download add-ons, they have a little mini-map icon, and it'll cover the magnifying glass or the calendar, and so having that add-on is really nice because then you can just move stuff around instead of fiddling with it. If you notice, when I mouse away, it disappears, and then when I mouse over, it reappears. That's actually one of the SexyMap features, which is really nice because then it's just a little less clutter. Okay, the next add-on I would like to show you is something called NPCScan, and throughout the world of Warcraft there are rare spawns, and this add-on basically tracks them. It shows you, where they spawn and what their NPC ID is, and the add-on will bring up a little notification saying ooh, someone spawned, if you're within range of it. And here's where you can go to add and remove them. And basically, if you look on my minimap, you'll see this blue square here. There's an NPC that spawns in this blue area. Now, of course, they're not spawned right now, but if they were, a little square would appear like right around here on my screen to show that target has spawned, and it puts a triangle icon over the person's head so that they're easier to see in case they're small or in a clustered area. And another cool feature of NPCScan is the map. The map shows you all of the travel paths of the NPCs in that particular area. Down here it shows you, it shows you where they're located. And say you don't want everything to cluster your map, you can just hit this button and it turns it on and off. Okay, the next add-on I'd like to show you is called AutoProfitY, and it's this little button right here, nothing special. But basically, if you've been, trying to farm something and trying to get something in a drop, and you have a lot of gray items in your bags, and you don't want to manually have to click through them and sell them, this button will be like highlighted, and if you have gray items in your bag, it'll flash back and forth, and all you have to do is just click it, and it'll sell all the gray items. It will not touch, anything else, just gray items. This next add-on I'd like to show you is called Auctionator. And basically, if you want to sell something, you just, click on this tab and, set it there. It will search the auction house. It'll show you the stack prices and the item prices. And then, if you're fine with that price, then you can just hit create auction. And then it goes into this. Now if you notice, I have this really huge bag, and it's not actually just a really huge bag. It's actually all of my bags that have just been organized to look like one giant bag. And this add-on's called Bagnon, and it lets you view the bag space of all of your characters. And it also shows you how much gold you have overall on all of your characters and what each character has individually. It also has a feature where it takes your other add-ons and you can select the icons through and through to show, which ones you'd like. And then you can just click on it and, edit that add-on. And Bagnon also works for your bank and also guild banks. And as you can see, our guild bank has a lot of nifty goodies in it. And you can see I have a little Proto Drake whelp and one of the new Dark Moon Fair mounts, which brings me to 95 out of 100 mounts. Yay! Alright, this add-on that I'm showing you is called MogIt, and with 4.3 we all gained the ability to transmogrify our gear to look like other gear. So what this does is it shows you, every single model possible that, you could possibly transmog. Right here is where you pick, all of the different types of, items, and then it then places the gear onto your character. And say you really like a piece like this one, you just right click, or you can click on it and add it to your set. And here it'll show you all of these, and then here's where you can add it to the set. If you'd like to preview a full set, you can then load it. And then as you can see, I have a full set loaded, except those are the wrong shoulders because I probably messed up something along the way here. So yeah, this is really nice if you like to, play around with roleplay gear or, find a transmog set and you aren't sure what would look good with something else. Alright, so now you can see I'm definitely on a different character. This is my hunter Raven, and he was made based off of a book. And the add-on I'd like to show you guys now is Gathermate. And if you see all these little green circles on my mini-map, that's Gathermate, and it's showing me all of the spawns for all of the Twilight Jasmine or other herbs that might be in the particular area. And in the Twilight Highlands, it's Twilight Jasmine. And it's really nice because it shows you where every single one is located, and then all you have to do is just fly around and it'll put a little yellow dot if it's actually there. Here, look, we just found one right here. Go ahead and herb it and continue on our way to the next one. Alright, now I am on my Shadow Priest on the Alliance side. Say hello to Stormwind. Yay! Okay, the next one I'd like to show you is called Postal. And basically what Postal does is if you have mail in your mailbox, which I do on this character, you can open it all at once. And you can just let it do its thing. And then at the end when you close it, tells you, how much gold you collected and if you collected any items or anything. The next thing I would like to show you is my raid frames, and I don't use anything in particular. I just use the standard Blizzard raid frames here, and I like it because it's easy and simple to use. I have it set to show the class colors, mana bars, that kind of thing. And I don't use any healing add-ons because I mostly just use my keyboard and click to heal. And I don't feel like using an add-on to heal is necessary. I mean, if you're a good healer, which I am, JK, you don't need an add-on. The next add-on that I'd like to show you about is called Decursive. And what Decursive does is it shows you these squares, and each square represents a person in your party or raid. And so you've got me and then the paladin Shangwu. And whenever they get, a magic or a disease or something, this little bar will just highlight, and then you can just right click or left click to dispel them. It's really cool, and it also shows pets if there's someone in your party with a pet. So that's pretty much it for the add-ons I use, as well as what my interface looks like. And if you have any questions on any of that, feel free to ask me. And if you'd like to download any of these, I'll have the links for them down at the bottom in the description bar. If you want to watch more of my videos, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I will be making more videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.